little indents or anything else like so you could time it. So it wouldn't get all over your face. But it was rugged. But I fixed that thing, and I fixed that thing. I had it for, 25 years.
What year was that Bronco?
66, the first year they came out.
I told her that it was older.
And it was a half cab. Didn't have the full cab. It was only half cab, so it was like a pickup. And originally had a 6-cylinder in it. And I changed it over to a V8. Boy, was that a pain in the ass.
Didn't you have like a Winchester in there or something?
A who?
Like a Winchester or something? What was it? What was the engine you had in it?
Windsor.
Windsor.
289 Windsor. I built the engine to pull a 21-foot trailer.
That Mustang at 65 had.
It was a 65 Mustang block.
Really?
Yeah, with 68 heads.
They're fun to drive. Cargill had the 71. And you had to turn the hubs to go ride it up in the woods back there in Arkansas.
Yeah.
And God, they were terrible to get them to lock and unlock. But they're fun to drive.
Yeah, and they'll climb a tree.
Yeah, they're amazing little cars.
And they'll
primitive but really neat.
They'll turn as quick as you can.
Just wash them out with a garden hose inside. They're pretty cool.
You can take a Bronco and you can turn around in the street.
They're fun. You take your dog in there and everything. They just have a blast.
Jimmy still has all his old cars. One's covered up, the other one's just rotting. And we drove by it a couple days ago. She's like, "Oh, Jimmy still has that car." I said, "I'll take it. I'll take it. Start rebuilding."
Oh, Jimmy from Matador. He's got some little thing sitting at the house over there.
I said, "I'll take that in a heartbeat and rebuild it."
I think it's just an old Camaro. But it just sits there. It makes me wonder.
But I love that old Bronco. That thing took me places you wouldn't believe. I'd try to stop it. It's not going to go up there, but I'm going to see if it will.
They were the neatest thing. The only thing is the parts. Parts were hard to come by because I had to fix the brake lines on the Bronco, and they didn't have any, so I just went down and bought straight brake lines.
Right.
And did it like you do on tractor trailer. I wound it like a spring. Yeah. And stuck it on there.
Well, that's because you didn't have a double flare kit.
And what was really nice is it would flex. You know, when you were driving, it would flex instead of break off. Because the spring was in there. It just would flex. It was really cool.
Well, I didn't have to worry about the brake lines.
I hate that when they go, we don't have it. And I'm like, what? Like, where are you going to find another?
I always get a kick out of Rock Auto. All your parts your car will ever need. I want to talk to those people. I do not like because I want to set up points for a 1936 Pontiac.
Yeah, really. I don't like importing parts from them. They're too high.
That was Daddy's very first car, 1936 Pontiac.
You can go to A&M Auto Parts.
Tom bought that for Dad.
You get parts cheaper than them.
It was a Christmas present.
Aww.
Tell her that story about Pop and the grocery store and the guy that came in and tried to write that check.
Oh, you talked about Howard Hughes?
Yeah.
Tom wouldn't take a check from him.
He didn't know who he was. Anyway.
Oh my God.
And he had that little store out there in what, Ohio or something? Where was that store?
It was out on corner Thornton Woodbridge Roads, out in the middle of nowhere. 6 miles from Lodi and about 4 miles from Thornton.
And his dad was Tom Hopkins.
Yeah.
But we called him Pop all the time.
Yeah.
He liked that anyway. But tell her that story.
Yeah, Howard Hughes came in, went to get went and got gas and then wanted to write a check for it. And Tom says, no, I'm not taking a check. He didn't take checks. He says, he told Tom, he says, mister, he says, you'd make more money off this check just framing it. Tom says, I don't care. He says, pay cash. He made Howard Hughes pay cash.
So he had a gas station?
Bar, restaurant, and gas station. Bar had 7 stools, and the restaurant was the 7 stools. So you sat at the bar to either drink or to eat.
How funny.
And then there was a card table over by the corner that had 2 chairs. That was it. It was small. It was originally it was a gas station that, got changed over a little bit. So you had the lift in the little section of the garage, but then you had the...
Did he do any car repair or just tires and gas?
Yeah, we did car repair.
Is that right?
Yeah, we did car repair.
Huh. Do you remember the address of it?
No, North Thornton Road. The number I can't recall.
In Ojai? Where was it?
Lodi, California.
Lodi.
Where it sits now is the base for the overpass of Highway 5.
Oh, they plowed it down?
Yeah, they bought it out. That was a neat deal. The state came through with eminent domain and gave them a fair market value for it. And they let them stay there until they were ready to start construction.
Wow. He probably could have
Which was about 7 or 8 years.
Right. It'd take forever. He probably could have opposed it, but they probably made him a pretty good offer and he couldn't refuse.
Well, you can oppose it all you want. If the state says it's going to happen, right of eminent domain means you're going to sell it, and you're going to sell it at a fair market value.
I wonder, after he cut loose of that, do you think he would have bought another one if he'd had the chance?
What?
Did he really like all that?
Yeah.
It sounded like he really enjoyed it.
Because what he did is, as soon as he had to move out, he bought a bar up in Thornton. He bought the bar up in Thornton, got the liquor license and all the rest of that.
Oh, I didn't know the bar was separate from that gas station, joint.
And then he ran that for about 4 or 5 years, and he finally decided, he says, I'm tired of the bar business. So Mom and Tom found the business to get into. A little mom and pop grocery store in Wheatland, California. So they opened this business there, and then after Mom died, Tom sold it. And the way Tom sold things, he'd end up floating the loan with balloon payment, right?
Well, he didn't do that with that last house. That people had to get the bank to finance complete.
He wasn't gonna. He was done with the financing.
Yeah, so a few people applied for it, and the last one was a couple of young kids that were. One worked at a grocery store, I think. One worked at a 7-Eleven or something. And I'm like, this is going to go through. And actually, the bank financed it after we did all that modification. Guy, you had to put $3,000 or $5,000 to modify it just to sell it. Oh no, you can't sell it with this, and the bank's not going to finance it.
Yeah,
oh my God.
Foundation underneath it.
Yeah, because I told him, I said, man, if you try to sell that and get the bank is not going to finance. I know people that have been through that before in Florida, and he's like, what do you mean? I said, well, You know, once a trailer, always a trailer. He said, it's a modular home. And I'm like, no, it's not. And I said, you have to cut the tongue off. You have to take the wheel axles off and the wheels. And you have to lay a state-approved foundation and breathing supports and all that. Oh, they were so... I mean, they wanted like so many ports for each side of that big house. And,
I was there, I know.
Concrete, everything. I was there.
I was there.
And,